Shout out to Richard West. Appreciate you, and I appreciate you liking these videos. Here's another one, and this should be, it should be an easy one. This is Muggsy Bogues. You see, Muggsy's his nickname, but you see Tyrone Curtis, Muggsy Bogues. Muggsy, the nickname, is an American former basketball player, the shortest player ever to play in the NBA. The 5'3" Bogues played point guard for 4 teams during his 14-year career in the NBA. Brings me back to my childhood. Just kind of looking at this character. And you can see right here, he played for 4 NBA teams. I probably didn't need the arrow right there. Excuse me, I'm kind of looking something up related to the story here. So Muggsy, you could see 4 teams during his 14-year career. Bullets, which are now the Wizards of Washington, who drafted him, and most known for the Charlotte Hornets, being a member of that team, the Golden State Warriors, and the Toronto Raptors, okay? And he spent the longest portion of his career with the Hornets. I'm looking up on my phone the nickname Muggsy. Uh, it's bringing up a nickname for the famous basketball player Muggsy Bogues, a name for a dim-witted gangster character, or a nickname for a person with a tough but sometimes charming personality. I thought it was going to be maybe something related to his height, but I guess not. But if anybody has any more on that, let me know. You see the height difference. That's a famous picture there with him guarding Michael Jordan. You can see Jordan with that 45, huh? That he came back with after his father died. You see Patrick Ewing trying to chase him down there. 7-footer. And I don't know who that character is on the Celtics. I could probably guess, but I'm not going to right now. But you can see, I'm kind of pointing out the shortest NBA player, the shortest player to ever play in the NBA. Look at that. He is 5'3" 53. Muggsy Bogues equals 53 in the reduction cipher. Look at how amazing this is. The shortest player ever in the language equals 104. Tyrone Curtis Bogues also equals 104. So this is the shortest player ever to play in the NBA. And it's just meant to be. Isn't that incredible that his full name syncs up with the shortest player ever? Just using 4 base ciphers, that's what I do. And you see this is a pure reduction cipher here. Look at how it breaks down on the left. And you have reverse reduction with the alphabet in reverse on the right. And the way the reduction ciphers work is when you reach the 10th letter, reduction is forwards, which is J, and beyond with the double digits, you want to reduce them to a single digit. Straight up numerology. 1 plus 0 is 1. The 11th letter K, 1 plus 1 is 2. So they're all going to break down to single digits. It's the same way with the reverse reduction. Q is the 10th letter in reverse, okay? This is the thing. I would never make a video just like making things stretch like that. I mean, maybe when I first started doing this and I was like really trying to make it work, maybe. But when you get a lot of practice in, you just see it so much easier. And look at how amazing that is. So, and I want you to notice that the 104 is like 14, okay? Because Tyrone Curtis Muggsy Bogues equals 114. Also like 14, Muggsy Bogues played 14 seasons in the NBA. Remember, that's how they list his name. Tyrone Curtis Muggsy in parentheses Bogues. Isn't that awesome? And yes, Muggsy Bogues and Manute Bol played on the same team for the Washington Bullets, now known as the Wizards. Look at that. And Manute Bol, they list him at 7'6", sometimes 7'7", but at 7'7" would be tied for the tallest player ever with George Murasan. Probably depending on how you ask Google, probably, but you know, come on, right? 7'7", 7'6". You also have Sean Bradley, who is really tall as well. He might have been 7'6". Don't forget about Spud Webb, who, if I'm not mistaken, was 5'7". If I remember correctly, you can let me know if I misspoke on that. But look at them. Wow, right? That's amazing, okay? So let's try to watch this. Oh, Muggsy Bogues is also born in the first month, and he's got the one on his jersey, by the way.
At just 5 feet 3 inches, Muggsy Bogues holds the title of the shortest player in NBA history. But don't let his height fool you. He played 14 seasons, dominating the court with his speed and incredible defense. Muggsy wasn't just quick, he was a playmaker, averaging 7.6 assists per game and stealing the ball from much taller players like it was nothing. And the best part? He once played alongside 7-feet Manute Bol, creating one of the wildest height duos in sports history. Muggsy proved that success isn't measured in inches.
Look at how amazing that is. I hope I don't have to edit this out. Wow, does he got 14 on his jersey right there? Playing 14 seasons with all of those 14 connections?
It's measured in heart.
That was a nice team with the Hornets. Look, you see Larry Johnson right there. Remember Alonzo Mourning? I think they had Dale Curry, Steph Curry's father as well. So that's it. You know, shout out to you, Richard West. I'm not going to give you complete credit for why I put this together, but I like doing these too because, I still like the trending stories, but it's kind of nice to cover some of these things maybe from our past growing up as well. In a fake world, back when we still thought the stuff was legit, huh? I highlighted that 163 there because from his birthday in 97 to the year, or excuse me, to the day he got drafted later on that year. He gets drafted 164 days after his birthday, and in between the two dates is 163. Muggsy Bogues equals 163. That's just a little bit of the extra that I wanted to add in there. And just to make this one nice and simple, so, anybody else who may see this, I hope you enjoy. Expect more of these, but I'm pretty organic when I do these videos. So I don't really like follow a script, but I'll try to incorporate some more of these shorter videos like this. I kind of like it. So Muggsy Bogues, the shortest player ever to play in the NBA at 5'3". There's definitely more here if there's any more. that can be added, go ahead and do that in the comments. But that's the little decode here on the little player, Muggsy Bogues. Shout out to the character in parentheses, Muggsy Bogues. Until next time.